Wurtsboro is a short film that is an adaptation of my short story, poetic novella, that I published in 2009 called Fiction Story. Basically, I took a few excerpts from this book and pieced together a storyline that's loosely based on the book that I wrote. It definitely has the same kind of feeling, the same kind of vibe, but the characters are a little bit different, and basically I've sort of played around with the narrative a bit. In the book, there are several characters. Each chapter in the book is from a different character's point of view, a different perspective, and each one is told in first-person narrative. In the first edition of Fiction Story, each character is represented by an astrological sign. I had made a digital version second edition of the book, which names Greek mythological figures as archetypes. The characters are not only identified by their zodiac sign, but by a Greek mythological archetype. It gives deeper psychological clues into the characters of these individuals. For example, the first character in the book, the main character, is represented by the symbol for Pisces. And in the book, the Greek mythological figure she is based off of is Persephone, the goddess of the subconscious, the underworld. Whether it is the death of her childhood friend, or the betrayal of two sirens, or the mysterious and revered voice of Hades, whose actions in abducting her into his underworld are both heinous and full of heart. Here, Fiction Story gives a snapshot of her relationships. What I did with the film was to take different characters and sort of blend them together, so I really kind of mixed it all up. It's a psychological thriller that's sort of a play on what is reality and what is fiction. What is your imagination, your dream world? What is real and what isn't when we are so deeply involved in our emotions? In the stories that we tell ourselves, we need to tap into that spiritual side of ourselves, our soul. Sometimes it's not what we think it is, and so we sort of trick ourselves, and that's the idea behind the book and the movie, the common thread that goes between the two of them. She begged me, "Please lie to me, please lie to me, please." I didn't see the tears in her eyes. I thought she was testing me, because the truth is what everyone wants to know. So I continued with my confession, to tell her our two hearts were no longer one. Now 3 hearts were at stake. 3 swords went through her heart, but I couldn't see. Take another drag.
Wait, Käla!
Okay. My little diva. She's so funny. Okay, just stand there just like you are and stare at her. Okay. But don't look mad, you look a little angry, look like sad, more sad. Good. That's a beautiful shot. Okay. And you lay down again if you can. How you doing? Good? Yeah, perfect. Just keep looking at her like that. So when I put together this short film, I decided on first-person narration. Just one character's narration. And so the movie is told through voiceover and music and silent footage. The characters do not have lines, they don't speak. In this way, the film is more a cross between a silent film, an audiobook, and a music video. The film tells a story of two girls who have a dependent, almost obsessive friendship. The film opens in the country in upstate New York, in the Catskills, in an area called Wurtsboro. The two characters are the girl in white and the girl in black. It begins with the girl in white walking out of her country house, through the woods, and into the lake, seemingly committing suicide. She drowns and is floating like a beautiful angel in the water.
What?
Oh, try to just be like you're dead.
My lordy!
Oh, you okay?
More or less.
More or less.
The girl in black is the other character, haunted by the memories of her friend. She leaves the country and goes back to the city, to New York City, to Manhattan.
That was amazing.
For the music, I sent in my movie for approval by Moby and his team to get permission to use it. That was really exciting for me because the music was absolutely perfect, and so his instrumental music is throughout the film. So she walks the streets of the city with her camera. She's a photographer. She takes pictures of signs. She's looking for a sign to guide her in the right direction.
She's letting me touch him.
What you were doing?
He's letting me pet him.
What?
He's letting me pet him. I'm totally petting him.
Yes, why not? If this lady was able to touch the
That was my little Snow White experience, fairy tale moment of conversing with the animals of the deep forests of Manhattan. Michal was from Israel and Diana was from Brazil. Both were so natural in front of the camera and so photogenic. When we did the city footage, I shot each one separately on separate days, but we went to the same places so that later I could superimpose the girl in white into the footage with the girl in black. Since this was a psychological film, I really wanted the visuals to reflect that as well. So during the edit, in the scene where the girl in black is walking the streets of Manhattan with her camera, I inserted subliminal frames. They're like blinking flash frames hidden within the footage that you see. And these are meant to be hints for the reveal at the end of the film, which is that her friend who she is looking for, the signs she's looking for, are already right there with her, all around her. This one was my favorite. It's a sort of hint for anyone who catches it that they are one and the same human being. The girl in white and the girl in black are one. The girl in black sees her friend's ghost on the street. She thinks she sees her. And then she remembers, or she thinks she remembers, that she killed her friend, and it wasn't suicide at all. But the real truth, the actual truth, as is revealed in the last line of the movie, is that the girl in white is not actually a separate person from the girl in black. The girl in white exists only in her head. She was never alive, and she never died. Sort of like an imaginary friend, she is a figment of the imagination, or a fragmented part of her psyche that existed as a sort of coping mechanism for her, or as a way to connect with the spiritual aspects of herself. In the end, the girl in white seems to have been a healing angelic figure. She gets metaphorically killed off in the beginning of the movie when the girl in black steps away from herself, goes against her own true, authentic nature, and disturbs the delicate, deep integrity that she holds inside. So the girl in black has this awakening in the end. She went through a spiritual journey, solitary walks at night on empty streets, recurring dreams and signs, like the butterfly, a transformational symbol, and she views life through her camera to try to capture the moments in time, to try to keep them frozen and at a distance so that she can observe them with a clear mind. as a way to detach emotionally just enough so that she can step back and observe herself, her life, and the world around her. In the end, the girl in white, the angelic figure, comes back at the end of the movie because she has finally become whole. It's the integration of dark and light within her.